It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey everyone, so yeah, I wanted to touch upon liquidity quickly. Now, before we jump into the section, I just wanted to say that liquidity, all I mean by when I refer to liquidity is just money. So obviously, you know, when we're trading currencies or whatever we're trading, there's going to be liquidity in the market, and the liquidity is generated from everyone, right? So everyone who's actively trading, so buying and selling, it's all just being money printed into the market, right? So when we go back to you take money from me, I take money from you. It's like when I trade, you know, your US dollar long, you're trading your US dollar short. If you win a trade and I lose a trade, you took money from me. So the money's produced, you know, not from physically the charts or markets itself, but it's produced from everyone. So that's what liquidity is. So when it comes to the big players in the game, the institutions, they can understand liquidity better than we can, right? They have algorithms that do everything for them, essentially, right? But it's important that we understand that because these markets are so manipulated, and because these markets are driven by liquidity or just money, right? We need to understand where the manipulations are about to happen. So when we look at, you know, double bottoms in terms of retail builder trading, we know that we want to buy from here. However, when we look at it in terms of, you know, smart money trading, we can look at this and be like, okay, I want to buy from here. Not I want to buy from here. I want to sell from this region, because we know when the retail order trading, people are going to be buying from this double bottom, right? Yes, you get a short-term reaction, don't get me wrong, but if we look at this, we wouldn't buy anyway because the overall structure is bearish. So we'd look to mitigate an order block from here and look to sell. Okay, and again, every swing point, you know, when you look at these swing points in the market, so this swing low here, this swing low here, it's all liquidity, right? So in order for price to continue bearish, it needs to break the low, because there's liquidity resting below here, because the banks have their, you know, sell stops here, they have, you know, even buy limits for, you know, buys when they previously brought price up in order to sell price, and they keep doing this and continue to do this until either, again, the trend just gets exhausted or they flip to a bullish bias. Okay, so yeah, that's just a quick introduction to liquidity. There's a lot of things online. If you Google what is Forex, you know, liquidity, there are loads of different things to, you know, for example, the one on the page will say, Forex liquidity refers to a currency's pair's ability to be bought and sold without creating a major impact on its exchange rate. Okay, don't get me wrong, that makes sense, but liquidity to us in terms of smart money trading is just money. Okay. And again, it says here as well, liquidity refers to how active a market is. There's so many different things that can relate to liquidity, but the way we say it is just money. So when you are trading the markets as a previous retail trader, buying from support, selling from resistance, and you stepping into the smart money trading, you will now know that when you were previously buying from support and selling from resistance, it may have not worked from you, but if it hasn't worked from you, you now know that's just liquidity and you're being manipulated. It's like when you're selling or buying off a trend line on the third touch, right? It's just all manipulation waiting to happen, because we know it's just generating liquidity or creating liquidity. Okay, so again, guys, have fun in this section. Make sure you dig deep into the information.